crypto contagion fears are lingering in the crypto industry, in the markets, with Bitcoin miner Core Scientific, the latest company to file for bankruptcy in the wake of FTX's implosion. Joining us now to talk about the bearish sentiment out there is Justin Sun. He's the TRON founder, Huobi global advisor, and ambassador of Grenada to the WTO. Justin, always a pleasure having you on the show. So there's just a general unease out there also about the health of another crypto exchange, Binance, and the exchange's dominance in the space right now. And there were reports last week that you withdrew a combined $50 million from the crypto exchange, but you also tweeted a link to Etherscan showing that you had deposited $100 million in USDC back into the exchange. Can you clarify what happened?
Yes, I have done business with Binance since 2017, so since they first founded. So basically, I think from this tweet, I want to show the confidence for Binance Exchange. I think in the past, Binance has been through lots of crises, including, I remember in 2019, they have like 7,000 Bitcoin hack. At that time, I think I always want to be, play the role to help Binance to grow and show the confidence to their business. So that's why we see lots of FUD and also people is talking about withdrawal funds from Binance. I actually deposit 100 million USDC into Binance to show our confidence.
Why did you decide to take money out as well?
Oh, okay. So basically, the take money out happened earlier. So because I just swap BUSD with different blockchain. So, and then somebody see the addresses actually withdraw around, I think total $50 million out of Binance. So there's lots of the people talking about is Binance have any problems or anything. So that's why also the deposit is kind of like a clarification for the withdrawal I have done before, which is totally normal business.
So you mentioned there's a lot of FUD out there, fear, uncertainty, and doubt. Especially last week we saw with Binance billions of dollars leaving the exchange. There were concerns that some of the problems happening at FTX were also perhaps existing in Binance in terms of maybe they were commingling funds between Binance US and Binance International. Maybe their BNB token, which is their native exchange token, was being used in a way to make their value exponentially more than what it is, and concerns that BSC, Binance Smart Chain, is too centralized. We're unsure how much CZ owns. Are those worries real or at all concerning to you?
As far as I know, I think current Binance business is healthy, and also since we have done lots of business with them, I think it's all one-to-one. I redeem and mint BUSD all the time. As far as I know, right now, all the business is not back to normal. And even though we have seen billions of dollars withdraw from Binance, I think last week, but I think right now for this week, the money inflow and outflow become, I think, back to normal. So that's why I believe the FUD about Binance probably is the last negative news about crypto industry. Hopefully in this year, and for next year, we can start to see the bull rally.
Well, Mr. Ambassador, where do you suppose Binance is getting that $1 billion that it's using to purchase Voyager's assets, and why are they purchasing it? Obviously there's this belief that it might have been at a discount, but nonetheless, why are they expanding at a time when they're seeing all these outflows?
Yes. Sure, definitely. I think for the deal with Voyager, it has been quite a long battle between Binance and the FTX. Before the implosion of FTX, I think FTX actually win the bid. So I think that Binance has been on this Voyager acquisition for quite a long time. So that's why after FTX exit from this particular acquisition, I think seems Binance to be the only choice here.
Do you have an update on your algorithmic stablecoin USDD? Last week you tweeted that you were, quote, deploying more capital, steady lads, which is obviously a nod to Do Kwon when he was trying to save his own algorithmic stablecoin Terra USD, which ultimately didn't work out.
Why are you scaring your customers like that?
So I think this is more like a meme, right? So it's like a crypto meme. So everybody is using steady lays to show this kind of become like a crypto community meme. So that's why I tweeted this way. But also at the same time, I think USDD price has been stable. It's about like 98 cents like all the time. So I think probably within this week, after all the FUD is gone, it's gonna be back to 1-to-1 peg. And also, I think I'm happy to see market is start to learn about the difference between USDD, TRX, and USD Luna comparison, right? So that's why we have seen the TRX price is also outperform even Bitcoin and Ethereum this week. So we didn't see like any USDD FUD have any impact on TRX price anymore.
TrueUSD also is launching Tcnh, which is a TRON-based stablecoin pegged to the offshore Chinese yuan. Maybe you can explain how it works for us.
Sure, for sure. So actually, Chinese yuan has been a long dominant currency for crypto industry. I think 2013. So start from 2013 to 2017. Actually, the major fiat dominates the crypto market is Chinese yuan. After 2017, the major exchange exit from Chinese yuan market. We start to see what we have seen today. All the major stablecoin in the market is dominated by US dollars. So that's why I believe this is a very good chance for us to collaborate with not only TrueUSD, but also Tether to issue Tcnh and CNHT on TRON. I believe in the next year, probably we will see much traffic and also attraction on Chinese yuan, because lots of people, I believe at least 2 billion people in Asia, they prefer Chinese yuan rather than US dollar. So that's why also we will have seen like Chinese government has opened up their border, and Chinese people life is back to normal. So I believe we will see the Chinese yuan will have lots of attraction in the future.
Nonetheless, I mean, obviously, you would potentially be competing with the CBDC at some point if you're doing a stablecoin on stablecoin. Will you have will you have any pushback from the Chinese government? Are there any restrictions to this stablecoin for either Chinese citizens or how much you can do, et cetera, to prevent it from potentially turning into a printing of yuan? Because, of course, do you have to, are there any restrictions in terms of making sure that they're exchanging actual yuan in the markets for ones that are for the stablecoin, or are you taking in dollars, for instance, and issuing the yuan?
Yes, sure. So right now, the product we are issuing is offshore Chinese yuan. So it's 1-to-1 to Chinese yuan, of course, but in the offshore bank. So basically, you will have just like same with USDT, USDC. You have 1-to-1 of the currency in the bank. But the difference is compared to the Chinese yuan Chinese people use every day, this is offshore Chinese yuan in offshore banks. So that's why we don't have any limitation on how much you can purchase or how much you can redeem every day. So basically, this is like a limited usage. And also, of course, we have seen lots of people in Asia, especially in Hong Kong, using Chinese yuan all the time. So that's why I believe this is also be a very good option for traditional FX trading and also for even their daily usage. And also at the same time, we have seen a big policy change happening in Hong Kong. So Hong Kong government embraced crypto and also recently launched ETF. So that's why I believe in the future, Chinese government actually is very open and optimistic about crypto. And I believe Hong Kong is the first experiment, and they will continue to move and adopt crypto in the future.
All right. Well, Justin, we see your tweet. Yeah, you mentioned that you can purchase licensed BTC futures ETF in China legally starting today, if you understand. Recently, Hong Kong also launched its first 2 exchange-traded funds for crypto futures and turning the city into a regional digital asset hub, rivaling Singapore. Do you see China and Hong Kong becoming the leaders again in the crypto industry?
Yes, I think definitely this is what I will predict will happen in the future. Because before that, I think 2017, 2013, these 2 bull markets is dominated by actually Chinese buying power. 2021 is the first time, US become one of the dominant power for bull markets. But I believe the next bull markets will still be Chinese money. Actually, from this regulated Hong Kong ETF, many people don't know is actually you can purchase in mainland China. So because mainland China and Hong Kong has this kind of the channel, so basically you can use even onshore Chinese yuan to purchase Hong Kong stock, vice versa, right? So that's why I believe this first ETF probably is the first step. And the second step, we will see more and more asset managed company start to launch product for crypto, and people from China, they can use money to buy those Hong Kong products from this kind of the special channel between Hong Kong and mainland China. So that's why I believe this is the first experiment. It's just like Shenzhen experiment, right? When Chinese government introducing the opening policies, they want to make sure this in a small special region so people can do the experiment first before they promote across the whole country. So that's why I believe Hong Kong is playing Shenzhen role right now to become the experiment region for crypto.